Girls, talk to me, tell me your problems, and you can solve them and say, I got it all taken care of, right? And that's just trying to get a date. But that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is reaching out to those that are hurting. What we're talking about is finding those people that live life in what we call the margins, the outsides. Maybe they're the people that are quiet, that are isolated, that don't want anything, don't want you to know. Maybe they're the people that are loud and excited, and you have to kind of detect and try and figure out dude, I just want to know is there anything going on in your life right now? Is there anything I can pray for you about, that our eyes are open, we're trying to be present, and we're ready to listen, right? We're ready to observe and try and kind of figure out and look at people and really try and figure out what it is we can pray for those that are around us. That we take our environment and we try and really be caring about our environment. I'm not talking about being green. I'm talking about the literal people around us. It's a whole, that has nothing to do with hurt. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the literal people around us. All those people that you bump shoulders with in the halls. All those people that you eat lunch around and among. The people you live with. You can start there too. All those people are within kind of your network of people that you can reach out to. And then obviously the next step after you've kind of listened and everything, after you've kind of done that, it's obvious that if we're trying to entrust on someone that is beyond us, we need to do what? Pray. Right? We need to pray for each other. We need to pray for what it is about. But see, there's this one thing that, it really drives me nuts, and I'm sure I do it myself. But I really am not a fan when people pray and they say something like, God, I just ask that you bring someone into this person's life to help them.
Oh my gosh.
Think about the statement. I just pray that you bring somebody into this person's life right in front of me to help them. I ask that you guys think about it in a new way. If you have done that. I'm sure I'm guilty of it. I'm sure in situations where maybe I was too chicken to take care of it. Situations that I felt I didn't have enough time to take care of. I'm like, bring someone else. But I ask you to pray in a sense of you actually being able to be a part of the solution. And pray, God, and it doesn't necessarily need to be out loud to this person or whatever, but just praying, God, how can I help this person? How can you use me to help this person? How can I be involved in this person's life to be a part of the restoring process in their life? Because see, that leads to the actual ability of us to take action and help that person. And that looks different in everybody's life. It really depends on what the hurt is, how it's affecting them. Because there's sometimes where people are hurting and the action that needs to be taken is just sticking with them. Which is going to drive some of you absolutely nuts. It's going to wear on your patience. You're going to watch this person maybe hit bottom, and hit bottom, and hit bottom, and your job is to stand by them and keep praying for them and support them every time they try and succeed. Some sort of addiction, something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's a person that just, you don't understand how they can ever find their way out of the depth of hurt that they're in. And it's sticking by them. But maybe there's a way that you can talk to this person, you can help bring a restoration back, that you can help talk to them about trying to restore a relationship. Or help them, lead them to the right place that they can go to maybe get, some kind of counseling, some kind of help to deal with, whether it's divorce or abuse or something else. But that you can pray for the action and be involved in the solution in that person's life. And I know this might seem very simple and straightforward, but I think we'd be surprised if we really were open to how many opportunities a day we had to help people. And sometimes it can be very overwhelming, and I understand that. It's all about taking a step at a time and thinking about the people that are on your mind right now and how you can help them and move from there. And sometimes we can't get to everybody, and we shouldn't feel bad if we try as hard as we can to get to people and to talk to people and to help people. See, we need to understand that we're being used by God, but see, think we'd be surprised at how much is really around us. How many people go about through the halls of school looking invisible? How many people, like we think about to save a life? And I can't remember the guy's character, the guy that ended up committing suicide.
Roger.
What was it?
Roger.
Thank you. And what was the other guy, the emo guy that we looked at a video of last week? I can't remember
Johnny.
his name.
Johnny.
What? Johnny. You guys are much better than I am. He was emo.
An Asian guy?
I wasn't gonna say that.
I thought it was in the movie. I just.
I've never seen the movie The Asian
But
Guy.
see, those two guys
I saw that
had
part.
drifted into the shadows. And along with the people that you have in your mind, I want you to think, how many of those people pass you in the halls every day? And whether it's you think they're not cool enough, they're weird, you have nothing in common with them, you don't have time to talk to them, it would be weird to it would be awkward to talk to them. Think about how much that could mean. I'm not saying that you're somehow better than them and gonna shine God's glory down on them, right then and there. What I'm saying is, maybe sometimes all someone needs is a simple hello, my name's.
Inviting them over for lunch.
Inviting them over for lunch, bringing them over with your group and saying, hey, I see you're just kind of hanging out here. We'd love just to have you join us. And maybe sometimes people would kind of be like, what, you think I'm just doing this because I have no one to hang out with? I choose to eat by myself, and you can go, okay, you do that. But see, that's where the change begins. That's where relationships can be restored. That's where hurt and brokenness can turn into something that's beautiful, and you can, without even having to say, I'm a Christian, I go to church, I read my Bible every day for 2.5 hours a day.
2.5.
Right.
That's the time when they're turning around.
Yeah, you don't even have to say that. You're just there, present among people, praying that God could use you to work on their life and to help them through whatever they're going through. And to you, sometimes it may seem like this tiny of a hurt, and you're like, how are they so tripped up on this? But see, no hurt is too small because all of us live in kind of our own little reality of understanding, and all of us have grown up in a different setting, and to some, a small thing might be a very big thing, and to others, a very big thing might be a small thing. And so I kind of challenge you guys to, take tomorrow. You go to school, look around. Who's around? Keep your eyes open as you walk through the halls. Don't look down. Don't be so distracted maybe even by a conversation. Look and keep your eyes open. And see what opportunities might come. And if an opportunity comes, be present in that moment. And go where God's kind of leading you with that. Because, it's about being able to invest in people's lives. It's about being able to help people from where they're at. So, right now what I want you guys to do is maybe try and find just a little bit different group, if you were with a certain group of people last week, try and find a little different group. And I want you just to, kind of like we did last week, just share what hurt, what hard times, what things you're really going through right now, as much as you feel like, much or as little as you feel like sharing. I'm not trying to pressure anybody to tell deep, dark secrets. And then just kind of do that pretty quickly because we're actually a little short on time tonight. And then just pray for one another. And maybe if you need to exchange phone numbers or whatever, do that. And then I'm going to be handing you guys out a Devo. And I think, I just want to make sure we all understand what the Devo is. This one's a little bit different of the way that I kind of did it. I kind of gave you guys, a couple little step things I just wanted to kind of think about. The Devo is short for devotional. It's not short for, it's devotional, basically intended for you guys to take home at sometime between now and next Wednesday, to look at and to think about and to pray about. And we're also going to try and put that up in kind of a video format on YouTube. I don't know if you guys saw the one from last week. We're going to try and kind of play with that a little bit. So you can kind of check that out on the Refuge YouTube as well. We'll hand that out to you as you guys are in your group. So if you can go ahead